Now the synth engine on this keyboard is called an Advanced Wave Memory, as known as AWM version 2. Now for all you guitar players or guitar lovers out there, there's a new technology, it's called the Mega Voice technology. Now how to access the Mega Voice technology, all you have to do, voice panel, and go to your guitar and bass button. Now we have entered in the guitar mode category. So, remember I told you about the LCD screen that you cannot get confused of the upper buttons and the lower buttons of the sets of 8s? Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We are going to use basically the upper buttons because you have your page memories right here. So, what I'm going to do is, I want the Mega Voice. I am going to go to page 5, which is the upper 5th button. And then right over here, it says Mega Voice Steel Guitar. Now, what if I wanted to hear it? Remember, the lower buttons are dealing with the lower categories. See, we have copy right over here, and we have demo right over here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to press demo from the lower button number 8. Now Mega Voice is not only just acoustic guitars. Say if I want an electric guitar, I press next, and then I'm going to press A, and then I'm going to press the demo button. What if I wanted a distortion guitar? Press C, then demo. Now, as well as guitars, you can also get bass categories. What I did is I went to my last page, was page 8. So, on the left-hand side of the screen, actually, on the right-hand, on the left-hand side of the screen, I'm going to press my acoustic bass. Or you can have a fingered bass. Now some of those effects that you heard on a guitar, to access them, you're going to use 2 keys. One of them is your octave buttons. And the left hand side of the keyboard, you are going to use your transpose buttons. So now I put on the Mega Voice distortion. This is what you're going to do. With the octave button, the octave plus button I should say, put it all the way up. And then your transpose plus button, put it until it says 12. Now, all on the right hand side of the keyboard, is all your effects. Now it can happen with any of the Mega Voices. So any effects that you want on those guitars, you can actually recreate the finger picking, you can recreate the slide noises, you can recreate anything from a guitar using Mega Voice technology. Now here's an example. If you could go into the demo mode and go into Mega Voice, then press 4, you can hear an example of a synthesized band and a Mega Voice band. basically have every characteristic of any rhythmic instrument on this keyboard. So now you explored all your voices. What if I wanted to layer it or split it in half? Play bass on one hand and piano on the other. Or have the piano and strings on one hand and the bass on the other. I'm going to show you how. On the right hand side of the keyboard, you're going to find your part selection button. Now on your part selection button you have two rows. You have the upper row and you have the lower row. Now your lower row is only to solo out the instrument. So say for instance you could turn the instrument on and off. You have your left, which is for your bass or any of your lower instruments. Your right is for your right hand like a piano or any of your higher instruments. And your second is for your dual. Now on the PSR-3000 or any other Yamaha keyboards, they will have a dual voice button. Instead of that, you have left, right 1, and right 2. Now the higher section of where your part selection is, that's going to be your selecting. So while you're playing with the higher voice of right 1, you could be selecting on right 2. I'm going to show you how. Okay. So say for instance if I wanted a piano in the right hand, what I'm going to do is I'm going to press right 1, piano, and I'm going to pick the piano that I want. So the piano that I want is going to be my live grand piano, which is the first set. So I have my live grand piano. Now if I wanted strings to add to that, I'm going to press right 2. Now to right 2, all I have to do is just press my string button. And I'm going to press Allegro strings, which is the second choice. And then I am going to press my right 2 button, which will turn on my dual voice. So, what if I want to accompany myself and have the bass in the left hand? You turn on your left, and then on the top, which is part select, it'll say left. So what if I wanted an acoustic bass? I go to my guitar category, which has a guitar and bass, and then I pick my acoustic bass,